Yeah, because the thing is that according to the Old Testament, God would never change his covenant with the Jews. There's no other one other than God. God is not a man, etc. Not only that, but these near-death experiences have been proven to be nothing more than hallucinations. And then you just dismiss all that by saying that anyone who disagrees with you is possessed by Satan, which, by the way, was created by God, because God did create evil. But if we're going to take what you say seriously in terms of any false ideology being satanic, and if we are going to presuppose the truth of the Bible, then I am to ask, is the New Testament a product of Satan? Because anything that made a claim about Jesus being the Messiah or whatnot has been proven to be wrong.
Well, you said so much, it's hard to know what to speak against first, my friend. The true Judean, those true of God, he never breaks covenant with. You're right. But Jew is more than just a word. It's more than just a name. It is a people. You cannot call yourself Jew and then turn around and be one. You must be true of Adam. You must be true of God.
Well, I can be true of God by rejecting your nonsense, and I will simply use the mentality you did, and I will just call you satanic instead of actually dissecting your bullshit and saying why it is such.
That is your prerogative, my friend. I gave you the option. Prove me wrong.
Nope.
Bring scientists, doctors, whoever. Bring them.
Yeah.
What do you want me to disprove in the beginning? And before you want me to disprove something, the burden of proof is on you to actually provide evidence. Then I will make an attempt to disprove that.
Someone has to be strong enough to come to the face-to-face proving of this.
Just make a claim, provide some kind of proof, and then I will show why this is false.
Well, you can go to the website and see many things that are proven on the website, but the greater proof is bringing scientists and doctors unto me. Then you will be more than a believer.
First of all, I already am a believer, and that is exactly why I reject your bullshit. Because all of that contradicts what the religion actually states. Or at least your part about Revelation being part of Judaism and the true Judean stuff. As far as the science shit goes, that may or may not be relevant to the actual belief. But if it is, I guess I'm not a real Jew, am I?
I seriously suspect that, yes.
Then I guess I'm not, because I'd rather see things for what they are than assume that everything's demonic. Especially considering all of the diseases that we cured because we did not go to these measures. Because we actually examined the proof and tried to research it and ask how we can cure these problems. And because of that, we have a better world, as opposed to, let's just say, Africa, that ain't that good because of Catholic control.
Well, if you notice, the Lord came and told us He was the great physician, and He healed our people of many diseases that they thought were things that could never be stopped. That's why Jesus come. He said, look, I show you, these things can be cured, they can be stopped, they can be reversed. I am the Lord God who heals you. I am the great physician. Stand against the principalities of the air. What He was speaking of is bacteria and viruses. But His Spirit's so strong, He can make death release you.
First of all, God is a crappy physician, if we're going to go by your standard. Because a lot of the medicines that we came up with were not because of the Bible. Second, if you go to a place like Africa, people are dying a lot more than they are here because of, let's just say, I don't know, the Pope. There's no correlation between people who believe in God and those who are dying or living. However, we do see a strong correlation between the amount of resources people have and the type of life they will get.
Do you believe in the 5 books of Moses?
Why do you ask?
You do not believe that God is the storm, He is the earthquake, He is the drought, He is that brings us rain, He is that takes rain from us? Africa is in drought because God put them there.
Yeah, you know, the thing about that is, with all of the research you could do about shit like climate, there's not much reason to believe that God causes weather disasters because of the shit you talk about. Natural disasters are not occurring because people are fucking. And that is something you need to understand.
God told us to procreate, my friend. God is the God of love. He is the God that designed mating, so has nothing to do with mating. Has to do with whether you're of His people or not.
Well, I am, and for the past 2,000 years, my ancestors were getting shit because of that.